Gentlemen, welcome again to Giggity Racing League. As always, Boomhauer01 in here. I got Go with the Flow in here with me as well. I'd like to welcome y'all to a special occasion today. We have another challenge this afternoon against Sunoco Racing League. We are going to be running a 50% race, 2019 Custom Cup, 3 times wear, stages, and cautions. They just got their qualifying round started, so it's going to take a couple minutes. So I figured go ahead and get the broadcast started. Give you a rundown of the list for both leagues here. For representing Giggity Racing League, we've got RKM in the 96 Toyota. We've got K-Taddy in the 47 Chevy. That's weird saying that. We got Smitty in the 42 Chevy. Celtics in the 88 Chevy. We got Noco running the 48 Chevy. AJG running the 17 Ford. K Larson running the 22 Ford. And Big D running the Chevy 1. Flo, you want to give a rundown of Sunoco's drivers? Flo? For Sunoco, we've got Pendle running the 2 Ford. We've got JT Racer running the 9 Chevrolet. We got UK Wildcats running the 4 Ford. We got Sheffield running the 24 Chevrolet. We got Blanco running the 43 Chevrolet. We got Outlaw running the 6 Ford. And Little E running the 12 Ford. So, we got this set up. Been in the making for a couple weeks now, ever since we had our first challenge against Bootleg League after our race at Michigan. Now this one at Richmond is a little bit different than Michigan, as you know. It's a little bit short track, a little bit more of a driver's track. You actually got to work the car rather than just running through the draft and stuff like that. Draft can play effect here, but not nearly as much. I mean, this track you really got to work at wheel, work at controller, whichever one you're on. But it should be interesting. So
absolutely, it's gonna be a great race.
what do you expect to see going into this race? You think there's going to be a lot of being a short track? You think there's going to be some bump and runs here? You think they're going to be a little bit respectful to each other? Because the last race, we had a little bit of issues against the other one. A little bit of excessive beating and banging, on both parties. You think maybe we're trying to get that out of the way and just run?
I think we might see some patience at the beginning. Um, these drivers aren't used to racing around each other.
Yep.
So I think we'll see some patience at the beginning but when it comes down to that last stage, um, I have a feeling we'll see some, it'll be ramped up a little more.
Oh yeah.
But I think these drivers will give each other plenty of room here at the beginning. See what each other has.
All right. Now, as far as our rosters and everything, you ran with both of them. Everybody that's running here. If you had to pick one from each league that you think is going to stand out and has the best chance of bringing us home, who would you have to pick?
From Giggity Racing League, I would have to go with probably Noco. And from Sunoco, I would probably have to go with Pendle Wildcats.
I've heard a lot of good stuff about both of them. So I really can't disagree with you there, and I also really can't disagree with you, picking Noco. Honestly, I think Noco or Celtics, either one, have a great chance.
Both fast.
Now, the way the winner of this league is going to, the way the winner of this race is going to determine. Out of the top 10, whichever league has the most drivers in the top 10 will be declared winner of this challenge. Now, seeing how it's top 10, if both leagues have 5 and 5 in the top 10, if it's a draw, then whichever one won the race, whether it be a Giggity driver or a Sunoco driver that won the race, they will be declared the winner of this challenge. So it's definitely going to be, I think, a good one. I have to agree, here in the first couple, first laps, maybe through the first stage, probably see, definitely, like you said, a little bit of patience, trying to figure out each other's driving styles, trying to figure out strategy, how the cars are going to work, the lap times, the fuel count, how the tires are going to wear down, stuff like that. So I think the first stage is all just going to be about waiting your turn, getting your game plan set up with your drivers. And then I think that second stage is going to be getting in position to make that push for the third stage, because with it being such a long race, it's 200 laps. I think it's somewhat close to 50 and 50 in the first two stages, and then close to 100 in the third stage. So going into that third stage, 100 laps, you definitely, I think, want to be in position to make that long green flag run. So you definitely probably want to work your way up to the front, at the end of stage 2. That way you have that starting position going into that final stage. So we'll have to see which drivers can get it done today. And also there has been a change. I'll get to that. I'm getting the invite now, so give me 1 second. Did you get in there?
Yes, sir, I'm in.
Alright. There's also a bit of change on the Sunoco side. Blocko will be running the 40 car, not the 43, so I'll jot that down. But personally, I want to thank everybody who watches this. It's nice, getting followers, followers, subscribers, and everything like this. Shows a lot. We appreciate every bit of it. We do this, we broadcast these so y'all can watch and have fun. But we're getting this race started already. Looks like we had Celtics on the pole. Celtics, AJG, and Smitty starting up front. So looks like they're a little bit scattered back there a little bit. All fighting for position back there at the back of the pack. As we see, Noco in the 48 sitting 4th. Looks like we've got Blocko in the 40 in 5th. Got the 4 of UK Wildcat sitting in 6th. Teddy in the 47 sitting in 7th. Definitely looks like we got some tight battles going on back here at the back between.
Yes, we do.
Oh, we're going 3 wides. We see the 2, the 22, and the 96 coming out of turn 4. Ooh, Spank. No, that's Smitty. No, it's not. Who is in the 9? The 9 is JT Racer. Y'all have to apologize. I'll have to apologize a lot of times whenever I do these broadcasts. Well, I'm used to a certain driver being in a certain car.
That's
it's a little bit weird.
I'm looking.
I'm definitely used to seeing Spanker and Smitty in that 9 car.
Looks like we got Wildcats in the 4 and the 47 battling.
As we see AJG take the lead as the 42 of Smitty is on pit road. I wonder if he caught that apron and got slid down there. I'll definitely have to keep track of that. But if something like that's going to happen, you definitely want it to happen early in the first stage. That way, if you do get that speeding penalty, you've got a chance to rebound by the time the third stage starts. It looks like they're all starting to get spaced out now. We've got a little bit of a battle between Big D, Taddy, and Wildcats there.
You know, Taddy looked like he was about to make that outside work.
I think he's trying. That's one thing I was actually wondering, because, you know, Richmond, everybody's going to be fighting for that bottom. So a lot of times in passing grooves, you're going to have to make that car work on the outside going in and coming off them corners. So it's going to be interesting to see who can get their car up there and get it working before anybody else. And once that high line does start coming in for a driver, how many other people do you think is going to jump up there?
Looked like Smitty in the 42 was off pace there for a minute. He was down on the banking there.
Yeah, he had just come off pit road. I think he lost a lap. Let's see here. Fun. O's, we see the 96, the 42, and the 22 all get together.
Yep.
Going 3 wide into turn 4. Looks like Larson might have moved the 2 out of the way there just a little bit.
Got some great battles on the track right now.
Oh yeah, without a doubt.
Looks like we got the
O's, we see Big D catch the apron. Oh. And I believe that sent him down pit road. As we see the 14.
we've got looks like the
14's about to go a lap down. Who is in that 14? I'm not seeing a 14 on our list. I'll have to apologize again for that.
Yeah, that's what I was looking at.
Huh. Oh, see him get lapped by Celtics. A little bit of contact there. 14 is Owens.
Okay.
I forgot to write him down. I apologize. I thought I had him on this list. It's been a minute since I've been in the booth. Oh, he gets...
Owens in the
Ouch.
one car. That's the one car of I'm sorry, that's 42. No? Who was in that red car there?
The red car, that was 40 of
40, that's right.
Blanco.
Okay. I'm used to seeing that McDonald's paint scheme on the one car.
Yeah, the 1 and the 42, it's always got.
Yeah. Looks like we're pretty spread out here between 1 and 3 here.
Yeah, they're definitely getting spaced out. Definitely trying to get their...
Between Celtics, Sunoco, and AJG. I believe that's Taddy there running in fourth. In the 47.
Yes, it is. Trying to pull up RKM's broadcast right now so I can keep a track of the lap times or the lap counts for y'all. Oh, as we see him get loose there coming out of turn 2. Looks like we got a little bit of fight going on back here between the 4.
Yeah, between the 4 and 22 and the 2 of Kendall Wildcats and K Larson.
Alright, so quick rundown again. Get back up here to the front of the pack for y'all. As we see, Celtics leading the pack right now. Looks like he's coming up on lap traffic. I think that's Big D after he got pushed down in the pits, so it's a tough break there. Like I say, it's been fairly clean. We haven't had a caution yet. Everything's got all spaced out. There's been a few beating and banging along here and there, you know, through the corners, but other than that, it hasn't been all that bad.
Oh, we got some cars pitting. We got one in the inside wall there of the 96.
Caution is out. Alright, so looks like Smitty, Big D, and Owens are all lapped down. Smitty and Big D are 2 laps down. Owens is 3. Looks like Teddy had just got pushed down pit road, so he's probably pitting right now, and so he probably will not pit under the actual caution, so he's got a good chance of coming out with the lead here. Getting pushed down that pit road can be a big inconvenience at this track, but if a caution falls at the right time, it can actually help you out a lot.
Absolutely.
Alright.
Getting lined back up here.
Yep, we've got Celtics up front still. Looks like we've got Sunoco on the outside of him. Looks like AJG in 3rd. We've got Blocko in 4th. Looks like we've got Wildcats in 5th. And Pendle in 6th. So it's pretty even out right now for the top half of the track. I mean, we've got a lot of the Giggity drivers up front.
Oh.
Looks like AJG got a little bit loose coming out of turn 2 there. As we see him get a little bump from the 40 car. You don't hold that speed going through that corner, somebody can eat you up from behind in a heartbeat. Alright, Smitty is definitely off pace. Something to have missed there. I'll have to get a little bit of information on that whenever we can.
Got AJG and Sunoco battling for 2nd here.
We got Blocko right there in 4th right behind them, so them two are going to have to be careful. Being on the same team, can't do a whole lot of battling. If they do, somebody else can come up there and pounce on them because they got Blocko and
you also got Pendle there.
Yep.
Also.
We got Taddy right behind him.
Wildcats is there too.
I said we've got 17 laps to go in the first stage. Oh,
Sunoco wreck.
Did he catch the apron, or was that a little push from the 40? I really wasn't sure. That happened awful fast. He might have been down there, though.
Yeah, it did.
As we see, AJ get a little bump and run on the inside of the 40 car. I gotta hate that for Sunoco, man. He's got a heck of a car today, too.
I think he'll be back up there.
Celtics loses it. Celtics damn spun out coming out of turn 4. Collects a lot of them.
Takes AJG with him.
Takes the 40 with him, and we are under caution. So a big break for Sunoco and Celtics. And the 40, because it looked like the 40 of Blocko was sitting sideways too, so that's a big break for a lot of them.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we just had that caution a while ago, maybe about five to six laps before. So everybody's sitting on fresh tires. Do you stay out, or maybe you try to go in?
We might see some strategy here. Maybe a pit here. The ones in the back pit here and don't pit at the beginning of stage two. Maybe gain some track position that way. I think
Right.
maybe the ones at the front will stay. Looks like we got 4 Wildcats going to be starting
Yep,
up front.
Wildcats is in the front. We've got Taddy in second, Larson in third, and we've got the six of Outlaw in fourth, followed by JT Racer in the nine for your top five. All right, we've had a Giggity driver leading this whole thing until now. Let's see if these Sunoco guys can get up here and put a run together. See if we can hold off them hard charging guys.
Oh,
Oh, it looked like we got a little bit of
we
shuffling
got the
going on back there.
24. We got a big wreck. We got
Oh,
Pendle.
yep.
Pendle's been spun.
No caution though. Oh, we gotta hate that for him.
Oh, that sucks.
Like I said though, thankfully, for him it's just in the first stage right now, so he's got plenty of time to make
Yep.
all that up.
Got the 96.
Oh, 96
RKM
hitting
pitting.
pit road. He caught the apron. Alright, as we see Taddy making a run on the inside of Kentucky Wildcats. Looks like Larson's going to try to follow him through there. Can he make it stick? So we've got two of the Giggity guys up front right now in 1 and 2, but third, fourth, fifth, and sixth belongs to the Sunoco Racing League. So they're starting to get up there and make their name. Listen, we can do this too now. Now, I do have to give them props. It's been a clean race. I think the only two cautions we've had is just because of people catching the apron or breaking loose coming out. And I don't think there's been a whole lot of contact and causing the cautions really.
They're giving each other plenty of room, that's for sure.
Oh yeah, a lot of respect coming through here. I think especially the way we handled the last race wasn't exactly our greatest. We was beating and banging a little bit just as much as the other team was, and that's really not how we are. So we see AJ making a run on the inside of the 12 car of Little E. But so I think this go around trying to show them, listen, we can drive better than that. We weren't ourselves last time. We was doing a lot of stuff we shouldn't have done. So as we see that 47 of Teddy starting to make a little bit of a gap on everybody else's.
Oh,
Larson
we got a 22
catches
around.
the apron.
6 in the wall.
Oh, catches the 40, catches the 88,
48.
and
This
caution is
caution's
out.
gotta be out
The
there.
stage is over. Yes, it is. That corner turned 4, coming between 3 and 4. The apron at the pit road right there. It is so easy to get your tire across that yellow line. The moment you do it, that left front catches it. It spins. Alright, so we run down to stage 1. We've got K Taddy in the 47. We've got 4 of UK Wildcats. Looks like, who is that up there? Gotta get up there and find out. Alright, well, stage is over.
Alright, Boone, what are we going to see here in this next stage?
This stage, I think, is going to be all about setting up. I think the first stage was finding your car, finding out what it can do, what it can't do, getting the right adjustments. And I think this second stage is going to all be about track position, trying to make your way to the front of the stage by the time this stage ends.
Oh,
As we see, the 40 gets spun around. The 2 is going sideways. The 6 is going sideways.
6.
Oh, looks like the 48's, the 24's up in the wall.
24's in the wall.
96
We got a
is sitting
caution.
in the inside. Oh, something to a miss there.
That was not a good restart there.
No, it wasn't. I think everybody being on fresh tires sometimes, as you know, being on fresh tires make your car a little bit slicker. Going through the corners on the first couple laps till you get those tires broke in, get the air pressures pumped up in them, make them stick. But that was definitely not the restart I think a lot of people wanted to see. By the way, Flo, how's that Michigan race going?
I believe I've got it on, but it's on commercial. I ain't looked at
Okay.
it since they started.
Oh, yeah. Alright, Teddy in first. We've got AJG in second. Big E and Little E in third. Block O in fourth. Alright, looks like we got Celtics and... Oh, Celtics making a run on the inside of Larson. He's going to take a 3-wide going into turn one. Is this going to work?
He backed out.
Yeah, I think Larson backed out of it. Smart move on his part. Oh, as we see Big D catching the wall coming out of turn two in the back of the pack. Oh, as we see Celtics making a little run, trying to give a little bump to the 12 car, push him along. He's going to have to be careful giving him pushes coming off the corners, though. You can definitely get a car loose doing that. We all know Celtics can be just a tad bit aggressive as he tries to pinch off the 40 car, trying to get underneath the 12. He's going to have to calm down just a little bit. Oh, gives another shot. As you see, Sunoco in the 48. Oh, we're under caution. Oh, RKM got sideways. 22 sideways. No, it wasn't 22. That was the 14 of Owens that was sideways.
By the way, to answer your question, Brad Keselowski's winning the race with Harvick in second.
Alright. Got that deuce up there. Michigan native. He's trying to get that W. I don't see a whole lot of people pitting right now. I think they're trying to...
I believe
These cautions are actually helping.
I believe things are starting to get ramped up now.
Like I said, I think it is. I agree with you because, like I said, trying to get position for the end of the stage. That way, that stage 3, you just go. You be up at the front. Oh, as we see the 40 taking down Celtics 3-wide going into turn 1 as he pushes him up the track. Ooh, as we see the 6 make his way around the 42. Oh, as we see the 6 make contact with the 88. As we see the 40 sitting on the apron right now. That's a dangerous spot to be. Oh, as he gets sent down pit road sideways.
But I got to give a shout out to Taddy. I mean, he is.
Oh yeah, he got up there and he ain't giving that position up.
He is flying right now.
Oh, as we see Smitty smack the wall.
Looks like AJG's about to give him a run over here for the lead.
As we see Big D go on the inside of the 6 car. He's trying to take that there. Oh, as he gives him a little shot, pushes him up the track. I've also noticed a lot of times with this track, running too wide sometimes will definitely take the air off your car. It'll make it loose.
Yes, it will.
Or tight. You don't know what it's going to do from lap to lap. It's just the way this game is. Sometimes it can be a little bit crazy. So we'll see AJ get around Taddy in the 47. And it looks like AJ is pulling away in a hurry.
Oh yeah, he's got a fast car.
As we see Taddy in second, we see Big D sitting in third. We've got Larson in fourth and Celtics in fifth. We've got the 6 Outlaw in sixth. We've got Sunoco in seventh. We've got Pendle in eighth. Smitty in ninth. Little E in 10th. And it looks like RKM in 11th. Definitely some good racing going on here. We've got 35 laps to go left in this second stage. So that means if there's no caution, I'd say here soon, because it's about 20 laps of fuel for a run. So
You think we're going to see some strategy here?
I think we are, because you're definitely going to have to make 2 stops here, because I don't think that caution was enough to save fuel. See him go 3 wide. Looks like RKM might have caught the apron a little bit and got loose. Like I said,
Smitty was in the wall.
I don't think they have enough. I don't think they was able to save enough under that yellow, so they might have to make 2 pit stops depending on if we have a caution again or not. So I think definitely that first pit stop, you'll see everybody possibly take 4 tires and fill up. And if they do have to pit again, definitely see maybe no tire or right sides only. You'll see RKM catching the apron again. He's trying to make that car work on the inside, but
we got the 40 off the pace. And the 24.
Yep. Oh, as I said, 24 catch the apron. It looks like he got loose coming out. He's sitting in. Oh, this is going to be interesting as they go into turn 4 right here. Oh, as the 2 pushes the 22 out of the way.
I'm going to tell you who's working their way up right now, and that's the 48 Sunoco.
Oh, yes. He had a little bit of bad luck in that first stage. But I definitely...
Oh, he hit the wall.
Oh.
He hit the wall there.
Oh, Smitty catches the apron, and he goes down pit road. No, that's twice it's happened to Smitty already this race. As we see, 48 Sunoco working his way on the inside of Big D. And that one Chevrolet.
Oh, Big D hit the wall there.
Oh yeah, he dropped back. He'd lost 4 spots on that one. Oh. I gotta say, these top 3, top 4, they are spaced out so much. We've got, looks like about a second gap between AJ to Celtics. Looks like we got a little over a second gap between Celtics to Taddy. Looks like we got about a second or so back to Pendle.
That 88 is catching that 17.
Now, we all knew Celtics was fast. We ran a practice last week on Tuesday night. And I'll tell you what, he was driving off and leaving everybody. I got also, speaking of Tuesday night, we had one of our Xfinity guys jump up in there and run with us, see what he could do. And I got to give that man props. Kay Larson in that 22 Ford in that Penske machine. He's running top 5 right now, so I got to give a big shout out to him. I wonder how weird it is for him seeing somebody else in that 2 car in front of him and it not be me. Because as y'all know, I run the 2 car on Sundays and Wednesdays. So seeing somebody else in that 2 car is definitely weird. But he's running top 4 right now, so I'll give him props. He's doing that car justice. Next we got Sunoco sitting in 6th. We've got Outlaw sitting in 7th. We've got UK Wildcat sitting in 8th. We got Big D in 9th. And we got Little Lee in 10th. As we are coming up on... I'll tell you how many laps we got to go here in just a second. Alright, we got 22 laps to go in this first stage. As we see AJ on pit road, so green flag pit stops are starting.
Looks like we're all spread out here.
Oh yeah, definitely. As I see Celtics get around 24 car, put him a lap down. Alright, We got AJ finishing his pit stop. He's coming off pit road. Props to AJ for holding it down there through the corner. A lot of people, you jump in public lobbies, people make pit stops, they don't hold their car on the apron, they just jump straight back up on the track and cause a big fiasco. So shout out to him for not doing that. I gotta say, the two people that we picked for this race, they're holding up here in the top 5 right now with Pendle and Sunoco, so definitely interesting to see what kind of pit strategy and everything we're gonna see going into this third stage. As we got Celtics coming on pit road now, he surrenders the lead and make his green flag pit stop. Looks like we got RKM on pit road as well. So if I'm not mistaken, that surrenders the lead back to Taddy.
You've got to watch out for that 47 car, Taddy. He is known for coming up with some crazy strategies, but it's paid off for him with the crazy strategies he comes up with.
So we got coming up on 15 to go in the stage. And it looks like Sunoco has made his way up to third. Oh, and he catches the wall coming out of turn 2. I've been noticing he's catching that wall a little bit as he's going down to make his pit stop now. I wonder if his car is just a little bit too tight on corner exit right now. Wonder if he's going to make a little adjustment, try to get that thing set up to make that long run to stage 3. Big D's on pit road. Pendle's also on pit road. We got Larson on pit road as well.
I think Taddy's gonna try to run it out as long as he can here.
Oh, no doubt. Alright, we got Sunoco finishing his pit stop.
What's weird is I race in both of these leagues, and what's weird is seeing all these drivers in all different cars.
Yes, it is. Also, put it out there, we have had a change in the Giggity League. Note, we have had a trade. The Chevy captain and the Ford captain agreed on a deal that sent Sunoco Racing to the Ford camp, while our CEO and fearless leader Taddy is now in the Chevrolet, hence the reason he's driving that 47 car right now. He's trying to get used to how these cars are going to run, making his late charge into the playoffs for our second season. So later this afternoon, you will not see Sunoco running that 48 Chevrolet. You will see him running that number 6 car for Roush Racing and Ford.
And definitely good luck to you guys tonight.
Oh yeah, if y'all follow along, we've got Darlington and Sonoma on the schedule this evening. We've only got one more week after this before we head into the playoffs. Next week we've got Watkins Glen and Talladega to finish up the regular season. So we got four hard tracks to run. As you know, Darlington, Watkins Glen, and Sonoma, they're all drivers courses, drivers tracks. You can't just go in there and just go around in a circle. You've actually got to work that wheel, make that car do what you want it to do. But and Talladega, anybody can win Talladega.
Have we cycled through everybody's pit
I
yet?
believe we have, and if I'm not mistaken, AJG is still in the lead as Celtics is close behind, and I believe that is Pendle sitting in third.
Wow, that's a really good strategy there by Pendle.
Actually, no, it's not. Teddy's still sitting in third.
Okay.
I think Pendle's right there behind him in fourth. Yes, he is. And it looks like we've got Sunoco sitting in fifth. If I can get around to Sunoco's car. Yep. We got about 4 laps to go in this stage. Oh, yeah, I think Sunoco definitely made a change. It looks like he's rolling off the bottom just a tad bit better than he was a while ago. So that's going to be something to look forward to in that third stage. Actually, no, there's been a little bit of a shake-up. Sunoco's sitting in 8th right now. Larson's in 9th and RKM's in 10th. Oh, see Teddy looks like he got a little bit loose coming out of turn 2 as Pendle gets around him going into turn 3. Oh, we've got 12 on the apron going into turn 1. Oh, oh. Oh, as the 24
looks
gets
like
spun.
17.
I believe that was just congestion from lap traffic up there at the front.
Is the caution out?
No, it is not. They're still running. Is the
I'm
24
wondering
out
if
of
the 20
gas?
That's what I'm thinking.
Because he is not moving. And that right there, ladies and gentlemen, is the end of the stage. So I definitely have to get y'all updated. Like I said, it's hard to keep up with this stuff sometimes when there's no lap count, there's no scoring table or anything like that. Let's see here.
It looks like maybe the 24 was trying to play some strategy game and it didn't
RKM's
work
getting a
out
bunch
for
of
him there.
messages, so I can't see the running order in the top of the screen. We got AJ in 4th, Pendle in 5th, Sunoco 6th, Larson 7th, RKM 8th. We've got Outlaw in 9th, Big D in 10th, JT 11th, and Taddy's back to 12th. Smitty's in 13th, a lap down. So he's getting his lap back. So I would have to say, looks like Wildcats is up there. Looks like Celtics is up there. Trying to figure out who that third place car is. Maybe the 40 of Blocko. Yeah, something to a miss because that 24 car just keeps going around and around and around. But we've got the 12 up in the lead of Little E. And Taddy is sitting on pit road.
Oh no.
Oh, I hope he didn't lag out. But we got 12 Little E in first. We got Celtics in second. Let's see AJ making a run for third around Wildcats. Him sitting in fourth. So I got Pendle in fifth and Sunoco in sixth, coming out of turn 4, going down the front stretch, heading for turn 1. Oh, sitting 3 wide between the 96, the 22, and the 9 for a second. Don't look like that was going to work out too well. Oh, as we see the 40 get shuffled down to the bottom. Oh, as we see, looks like Smitty in the grass. Somebody else is in the grass. Somebody else is back there. Who was that? Big D? Yes, it was. Oh, I hate that for him.
Oh, the 12 was around. Looks like the 14 was in the grass.
Yep, 14 also caught the grass,
He's-
but there is no caution. They're still running. I was going to say 22 put the bumper to the 9 car, move him up the track. Looks like RKM's trying to get that high line running going around that 40 car. I don't think it's going to work. Oh, as Larson got sideways coming out of turn 2, they're beating and banking. 14 sideways, 42 sideways. And the caution is out.
Last stage here, Boom. I think it's going to get pretty aggressive here.
Oh, yes.
Alright,
Alright, we got Smitty in the lead. Celtics sitting in second. AJ in third, Noco in fourth. And JT in... No, it's not JT, that's Outlawed sitting in fourth. Fifth, I mean, I say it's nice to see Smitty up there. I ain't seen him up there all day. Maybe a little bit of pitch strategy. Osby 17 and 48 make contact coming out of turn 4.
Yeah, they were battling hard there.
And we're under caution again already. Looks like the 40 car is going down pit road. Looks like 12 cars slow back there. As well as the 22. Yep, 24 sitting sideways, sitting down there in the bottom of the track, going into turn 3. Turn 3, the Calamity corner. Alright, so we got about 100 laps left.
We'll see what Smitty can do here. He's been in the back most of the day.
Well, who knows, maybe being up here in the front, getting that fresh air on the front of his car, he might be able to do something with it. There's the Outlaw sitting up there. Oh, as we see the 42 gets sideways. Oh, the 88 gets sideways,
88.
collects the 17. Oh, the 4 goes slamming up into the wall. Oh.
Caution's out again.
Yes. That did not look pretty. Like I said, I think a lot of people pitted. They ain't got the slickness wore off their tires yet with them stickers. And they're just breaking loose coming out of the corners right now.
But on these restarts, you have to get everything that you can get because this track is extremely hard to pass on.
It is, because the way the corners are, it's tight. It's not really a 2-groove track. I mean, you've got to do everything you can. I mean, that inside line is definitely the place to be going in the corners. And it's just hard to make a run on the outside. I mean, sometimes. Alright, we got Noco sitting up in second right now. Celtic sitting in third. Looks like Pendle's finally making his way back up there. Oh, Smitty gets loose.
Smitty.
He saved it though.
Noco
takes
the lead.
The 12, the 14, and the 22 and the 17 all getting together back here. No caution right now though. Definitely some hard racing between these guys right now.
Got the 96 RKM in the wall.
Let's see if these guys can get settled down a little bit here. As you know,
But that's a good
sometimes
save by Smitty there.
it was.
He's still running in third.
And ladies and gentlemen, I am glad to announce to y'all that we finally... Oh, as we see the 96
Oh,
get
96.
sideways. Looks like he caught the apron. Oh, the 14 sideways, the 9 sideways, the 24's around. As the caution
He
comes
has had
out.
a rough race with this apron.
As I was saying before that caution came out, we have finally got the 48 of Sunoco sitting in that #1 spot. You said it would happen. I said he had a good chance of doing it. It took him a little while to get there, but by God, he finally got there. As we see the 2 of Pendle, the 4 of Wildcats, and the 40 of Blanco sitting 3rd, 4th, and 5th right now. Not to mention JT Racer, not JT's, 6 Outlaw sitting back there. So you think the 4 of them can maybe try to team up on the Giggity guys here, or being a small short track this is it every man?
Well, you see that number 2 car, Pendle. He has been quietly moving his way up.
He is. Is this a every man for himself kind of thing with a short track like this, or are you going to see a lot of trying to push your teammates? It's not really a draft track, so you can't really do a whole lot of pushing the way these corners are.
Well, yeah, but this is not a regular race. This is a league versus league race. You want to help your teammates. You know, you want to help all your teammates get in the top 10, because you want to have, you know, as many of your teammates up there as possible.
Oh, as we'll see, wrecking hard. The 1, the 9, the 14, the 2, the 24. Looked like we had somebody barrel rolling through the air. Somebody needs to call his mama, tell her to get to the hospital.
Looks like it may have started with a 2 of Pendle, because he was what, running 4th there?
He was. And right now he's getting pushed sideways by the 24 right now. We've got Sunoco, Smitty, Celtics, Outlaw, Block, Wildcats, Little E, AJ, G, Pendle, and Owens running out the top 10 right now. Looks like Smitty might be pitting right now. Or maybe he's just... No, he did pit, so that puts Celtics up to 2nd place.
Looks like we have some drivers pit.
I think Larson's catching a lot of bad breaks. He was up there at the front for most of stage 1 and stage 2. Now he's sitting dead last back there, so he just looks like when he got back in traffic, he can't make his way back through. Oh, they're wrecking. We got Big D going around. We got the 6 going around, the 24, the 22. Alright, these guys going to have to calm down a little bit. I know the nerves get worked up here. Short track racing is coming up to the end. There's only 70 laps to go. So, actually, 70 laps to go. There's about 35 to a tank of fuel. So, I wouldn't be surprised to see a lot of people pit here, so they can only pit one more time for the rest of the race. I wonder if everybody else knows that, though.
We'll see. I think we had some drivers pit on the previous caution.
Yes,
I wonder if
did.
this caution right here is gonna, you know, help them make it all the way.
I think it will, because about 35 to go. Well, 35 in a tank of fuel. That caution, it's going to stretch that out a little bit, so they can still make it on one more stop, while these guys up here, that's up at the front that hadn't pitted yet, like Sunoco and Block, they're definitely going to have to pit 2 more times. Oh, let's see, the 96 get a little bit down there. He can't stay off that apron today.
Car.
Yeah, the 14 car Owens up here. I ain't seen him up here all day long. Give a shout out to him. He used to run with us over in Next Car. Ain't ran with him for a while, but as you see the 9 trying to make his way, move up the track a little bit.
42 came down.
So we got the 14, the 40, the 9.
It was not clear.
And the 12. Oh, as we see Celtics push up the 12 a little E. As we see Smitty looks like he's going to try to make a run on the inside of Celtics, but he gets loose coming out of turn 2.
42's loose.
Oh, as he gets side by side.
It's gonna get hairy.
Yes, it is. Better pull them seat belts down.
Oh,
looks like RKM. No, that's Blocko, wasn't it?
Yep, that was Blocko.
Oh, as we see the 12 make a slide job go to the inside of Smitty coming out of turn 2. So he pushes up.
Oh, he got loose.
I say that was a bold move there, Cotton. He made it work, but that was definitely one heck of a move. I'll give him props for that. I'm pretty sure Smitty was thinking
that 42 looks strong on the outside though. He's holding them all. He's going to take the spot.
Maybe that might be his line. Maybe that outside, because the way he comes off that inside line coming out of turn 2, we seen him getting loose.
He gets a heck of a run.
So maybe if he can stay to the outside as the 12 slides up, hits the 42 as the 22, and everybody else makes his way around him. Looks like he just got into that breaking point a little bit too late and locked him up and slid up.
I think the 12 car got him going into the corner.
Yeah, I believe the 12 car missed his breaking point right there going into turn 1, and at the last second tried to lock it up, and the car just slid up to him. And we'll see 88 of the Celtics get around the 14 of Owens, as the 48 of Sunoco is pulling away. So we got Sunoco sitting in front, we got Celtics in second, we've got Owens sitting in third, we've got AJ sitting in fourth, we got JT Racer in fifth for your top 5. And look at that man in that 22 car, Larson finally made his way back up to 6th. It took him a minute, but he got up there again.
I tell you what, there's 2 drivers that I would have loved to see in this race that didn't make it. And that's one is Fluffy. And 2, I would have loved to see JPR from Sunoco make this race.
You think that'd been a big difference in this?
Yeah, I think if JPR would have made this race, you know.
I was to say the 9 of JT Racer catch the wall, so Larson goes on the inside of him, so does RKM. So right now we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 top 5, actually top 6 are all Giggity right now. Question is, how long is that gonna last?
But Giggity is in a disadvantage right now, because remember, Caddy is no longer in this race.
Yes, that is true. So that's one less driver that Giggity has. So that's one more opportunity for Sunoco to get that top 10 finish and possibly try to win the challenge. And I believe everybody in the top 5 right now, other than Sunoco, has pitted. Oh, as we see RKM catch the apron. Oh, see Larson catch the wall, and 9 caught the back of him. As we see the 2 of Pendle coming in back into the picture. Oh, as he catches the apron, slides up, hits Larson. Oh, he went for that hold down there, and oh, they're getting dicey back there. 24's around.
Looks like we got the
Caution's
12.
out.
Yep, 12 spun around.
That 12 and 24 look similar from a distance.
Looks like we got the 24.
24's on pit road, so
it looks like maybe he went into pit road or
let's see.
Lagged out.
He's been sitting there for a hot minute. Alright, so we got Sunoco. So everybody's pitting right now though, so Yep, 24 still on pit road, so I believe he lagged out as well. So, it's now down to 7 on 7, so there goes that advantage that Sunoco had with Taddy being out. Playing field is now even again. As Sunoco charging off turn 2, trying to get that lead going into turn 3. As you see, Celtics scrub the wall. Looks like AJ's going to look to the inside of him, try to pull away. As they're coming 3 wide, coming out of turn 4, we got the 9 on the inside. We got RKM, the 40, and the 2 car all running next to each other. Let's see, the 44.
Oh, looks
42.
like the 42 and the 88 make contact.
Oh, in the wall. Oh, he catches Pendle and slides back up again. Now, I'm seeing a lot more fighting amongst the Giggity guys than I am seeing them fighting the other team, so I'm trying to figure out what's going on in that situation. As you see, 96, I'm catching the apron again. He held it though. Oh, as you see, the 6 car gets sideways and pop the wall coming down the back stretch. As the 88 gives the little bump and run to the 40 cars, he gets back around him, make his way back in the top 5. As we see, the RKM hit the 4 car and he is barrel rolling through the infield.
Yes,
So is Big D.
I was about to say RKM. He hit that apron again and come back up.
That apron has not been his friend today, I'll tell you what right now.
No, it has not.
Alright, and here we go again. Green flag back out. .42 laps to go. O's looks like we've seen the 4 car catch the wall coming out of turn 2 into the back of the pack. O's, we got AJ on the apron as he slides all the way back up the track. Opens it up, and we're running 3 wide going down the front stretch, headed for turn 1 with Larson holding the way, and it looks like we got Pendle flipping through the air again. I don't know what it is with that 2 car, but every time I'm in that 2 car, I'm flipping, so apparently it's not just me, because he's been flipping a little bit today here too. I don't know what it is. I guess Brad Keselowski just likes getting airborne.
Well, it looks like it's getting pretty aggressive out there, and I know some of these drivers are pretty heated right now.
Mm-hmm. Yes, they are. Alright, let's see if I can calm down a little bit. See if we can get some green flag laps in. Looks like we got a pretty decent entry to turn 1 for everybody. Looks like they're maintaining just 2 wide going side by side, but here as you see them coming out of turn 2, looks like they're starting to shuffle a little bit. Oh, the 6 catches the apron, slides up, catches Big D. And the 6 is sitting in the grass, spinning at the start-finish line.
Caution is out again.
Yes, it is.
I do tell you, these cautions are It's hurting Sunoco Racing right now with trying to work their way up to the top 10.
Alright, looks like we've seen a lot of them pit. So it looks like we've got most of the Sunoco guys up front now, 40 leading the way. We've got the 14 up there. Looks like the 4, the 2, the 12. Oh, as we see, 96 RKM pushed the 40 a little bit, pushed him on the apron as they all get sideways. They're all stacked up.
88, 1.
Oh, that was nasty.
96.
I think RKM gave the 40 a little push coming in out of turn 2. It got him sideways, and it just checked up the entire field. It looked like Jimmy Johnson at Dover when he didn't get that restart going a couple of years ago. Alright, let's reset this again. Got the 40 on the inside, got 12 on the outside, 4 behind him, and 2 behind him sitting on the outside. So we got top 4 for Sunoco. Looks like that 40's flirting with that apron as he catches it, and 4 spins him around sideways. He catches the 14 and the 88.
Oh.
The 18's also, not the 18, the 48's also involved. I think RKM's car is wanting to move off the inside. Alright, there's 28 laps to go. So I think all the Giggity guys that pitted a while ago, I think they're all good. They don't have to pit again. Alright, we got 12 little E leading the pack on the restart, heading into turn 1. You see the 9 get a run. He jumped to the inside. As we see the 96 and the 6. Looks like there's not going to be a caution there.
14's hit the wall.
Yep, 14 sideways.
No more give and take.
Nope. Oh, they're wrecking. Smitty's in the grass, 22's in the grass, 40's in the grass. It's starting to turn into a demolition derby, it's looking like.
Yep.
These guys are going to have to calm down. You think they can get this stuff straightened out, or do you think it's going to be like this for the rest of the race?
I think it's going to be like this for the rest of the race.
So
to be honest with
overtime.
You.
As we know, Coach Harden on that outside trying to get around that 12 car. Looks like he's going to make her stick. He's going to have it. Oh, as he makes contact with the 12. Oh, finally got Big D up here in the top half of the field finally. He's been lurking at the back. Looks like he's been having a little bit of problems tonight. Maybe he's got them bugs worked out. I say that 12 car, I gotta give him credit. Little E, he's holding off Noco up there on that high line. Oh, caution's out again.
Yeah, it looks like the 40 and the 88 made contact.
Alright, so sitting here, 17 laps to go. We've got the 12 of Little E. We've got the 2 of Pendle. We got Noco in third, AJG in fourth, JT Racer in fifth for your top 5. We got Wildcats in sixth, Big D in seventh, RKM in eighth, Owens in ninth, and Larson in 10th. Looks like Smitty's also out. He's sitting on pit road. We get going here. We've got about 15 laps left. Oh, as you see, looks like the 2 might have caught the apron as the 1 slides up, catches the 17. They're all checking up back here. Oh, this is turning into a disaster back here, fellas.
Hmm.
I'm at a loss for words because it looked like the first stage and the second stage went fairly well.
Yeah, we had some good racing going on.
I think we had what, maybe 2 cautions in the first stage, and I think that was just because somebody catching the apron and sliding back up the track. As see, somebody just hit AJ under caution. Computer cars can't drive. Alright, we've got the 12 and the 2 sitting on the front row. Oh, looks like Celtics went down to the apron for a second. He gathered it back up.
3 wide. I knew it wasn't going to end up well.
Nope, as we see the 88
in the wall.
Yep, as we see the 12 catch the apron, he gets sent down pit road, it looks like.
No caution. 6 is in the grass, 17's in the grass.
We've got RKM taking the lead. He's ahead up front.
Still no caution here.
Nope, she's running green. I think NASCAR got tired of throwing flags. So we've got RKM up front. We've got Block in second. We've got Pendle in third. Noco in fourth. JT Racer in fifth.
Maybe since they're spread out a little bit now, maybe we can get some green flag going.
Oh, as we see Big D in the 1 and the 6 of Outlaw get a little bit sideways coming out of turn 2. Yeah, shout out to RKM finally getting that 96 Toyota up to the front. It took him a minute, but
yeah, he'd been struggling this whole race.
oh, as he catches the wall coming out of turn 4. Able to hold on to O's. The 40 just dive bombs him, sends him flying up the track.
Looks like number 2 of Pendle's taking the lead.
Yep. As we see Noco and that 48 machine finally get back up to second, so 2 drivers we picked to win this thing's running 1 and 2 right now. As we've got 5 laps to go. O's the 6, 96 and the 9 make contact. No caution though. See Noco getting that run coming out as Pendle on the 2. Nope. Caution's out.
Caution's out.
AJG and I believe the 4 car.
You know what's weird is watching. You know what's weird is watching the number 2 on here leading the race and the number 2 at the Michigan race leading.
Oh, that is funny. Also, BK still leading at Michigan.
Yep.
All right. Alright, this is going to be interesting. Looks like we're going to have a green-white checkered here because there was 4 to go whenever that caution came out. So it's going to be our first attempt at a green-white checkered. Running order right now, we got Pendle in front, we got Noco second, Block third, JT Racer fourth, Outlaw in fifth, Wildcat sixth, Larson seventh, Big D in eighth, RKM in ninth, and Celtics running out the top 10. I was say the 40 dived to the apron trying to make it 3 wide. Oh, all
Looks like
3
the two
teammates
get
made
going
contact. I've seen Noco take the lead. Oh, they're getting checky back there. The 12 car's going around. Yeah, it's definitely starting to get a little bit more dicey than what it should.
I don't know what happened on that restart there, but Pendle, he just did not get going.
It don't look like it. Looked like where the 40 dived to the inside, like the moment the green flag, it looked like he might have had a problem and he knew it, and he was relaying a message to his teammate. And it looked like the 3 of them just got checked up side by side like that, going 3 wide in turn 1. And 3 wide does not work very well at this track, ladies and gentlemen. It's hard enough to make a 2 wide pass here, but whenever you get 3 wide, it is almost impossible to make your car stick any kind of line. Let's get set to go again. We got Noco up front, Block, JT Racer, Pendle, RKM to the top 5. See that 9 car making a run as Noco throws the block, sends him through the grass, comes flying back up, catches the 40s. We see the 9 car sitting sideways. And caution is out.
Wow.
I'll have to say, I understand, the last restarts, trying to block like that. But I don't think there was much reason for Noco to come flying back up the track catching the 40 like that. That might have been just a little bit too aggressive. As we got Block in front, we got Noco in second, RKM in third, Little E in fourth, Wildcats running at the top 5. We got Celtics 6th, Big D in 7th, Larson 8th, Owens 9th, and Pendle back to 10th. It's coming up at our second attempt at a green and white checkered. We are in overtime already, so I believe we have one more attempt. If they get across and take the white flag, I think it'll be over then. So as the 40 tries to go low and throw a block on RKM. Oh, as the 12 catches up, 96 pushes up, hits the 40 car. As the 4 car, oh, they are going nuts down here, ladies and gentlemen. As the 14's around, caution's back out again. Alright, running order again. Wildcats up front.
Wildcats.
Got RKM sitting in second, Block in third. We've got AJG in fourth, Little E running out the top 5. We've got Noco and Big D in 6th and 7th. And we got Owens, JT Racer, and Outlaw running out the top 10. Alright. Pull these belts down tight one more time.
I told you at the beginning, you gotta look out for Noco, you gotta look out for Pendle or Wildcats.
Going in turn 1. Oh, as the 40 car takes out RKM and spins. And the caution's back out again. Alright, I'm starting to see a lot of unnecessary moves made by both teams here. Starting to get a little bit more dicey than what it needs to. I understand there's 2 laps to go. These boys need to maintain their composure now doing this. Alright, green flag again. We got the 4 car up front. We got AJG sitting in second. We got Little E in third. Big D in fourth. Let's see, 9 and the 6 car getting together on the back stretch. Don't know if they're going to be a caution though. Oh, as we see, RKM and the 22 get sideways. They're spinning up the track, coming out of turn 4. They've taken the white flex. This is possibly it. Big D looks like he caught the 12 car. As you see, the 4 car coming out of turn 4. And Wildcats wins it. I'm definitely going to have to get a running order on this for y'all. Alright, we got Wildcats, AJG, Sunoco, Pendle. Alright, hang on. It's flashing too much. Alright, well, was not able to get that finishing order. RKM backed out. Well, I apologize for the beating and banging that happened towards the end of this race. We were hoping that was not going to happen today. Apparently there's been some disagreements, so we're going to have to get all that straightened out. At the moment we get the finishing order, we will update everybody and let them know who ended up taking the W for this challenge. But y'all have a nice day and tune into our races later at Darlington and Sonoma.